Nuno's the youngest of four. He was quite perfect, really. When he was 8 months old, he became not very well, and that's when we ended up bringing him up to A&E. We spent 5 weeks undergoing different tests, genetic testing, ultrasounds, everything. To be honest, I was in complete denial for most of the 5 weeks. I was like, no, it won't be cancer. It'll be something else, you know. It wasn't a surprise by the time we got the diagnosis, but it never really sunk in, I don't think. Every time someone would come in the room, they would want to do something to him, and it must have been so frightening. There was one point when he was really, really poorly because of some of the side effects of the chemo. We had to actually put a sign on the door to say, you know, do not come in, because as soon as the door opened and anyone walked in, he would be screaming and screaming because he was just frightened of what was going to happen. And as parents, you just have this huge sense of helplessness, but also guilt, because like he'd look at you and be like, well, help. We knew that we were going to be in hospital for all 4 rounds of chemo back to back. So yeah, it was quite tricky entertaining an 8-month-old in a hospital room. I remember thinking, music therapy, really? Oh, and like kind of being really dismissive of it. And then Louise came in with her guitar and she just sang, and he was reaching out for the guitar, and like he was watching everything she was doing, and it was like, oh, this is amazing. Like this is the happiest we've seen him, the most engaged we've seen him in anything for months. Verging on life-changing for our time in hospital. That was a turning point for me there. It was like, oh yeah, I get music therapy now, this is good.